Hi, it's Boca again, and welcome back to Boca'sRetroStuff. This is the final part of the MegaDrive Resurrection series that I would like to show you what I've done in this console since the last video. If you haven't watched the part 1 and 2 and 3 of this series, I really recommend you to, so you can understand this whole process of bringing this old and trashed console back to life. So I would like to give you a little bit of update since the last time I recorded for the same video. Last time I recorded was around August, and the system was working fine. And it has worked fine until December 2019, last year. And then it started to show some garbage, some messed up graphics. And I didn't know what was causing it. I thought the system was finally dying. So first thing what I did try to fix it was to try to reflux the underside of the board of the cartridge connector and also the VRAMs, the two VRAMs right here. But I guess I did it wrong and made things worse. The graphics got more corrupted on screen. And then suddenly the system started to fade and it kind of died, which it started to show a gray screen and I didn't know what was causing it. So I decided to replace all the remaining capacitors around the board and try to fix it. I also tried to reflow all the leads from this IC, the VDP, which I thought maybe could cause the issues on the graphics. And also I reflowed, I tried, at least I don't have experience with SMDs, but I tried to reflow all the leads of this serial bus chip that I fixed it earlier. And during the VDP reflow I also spotted another via which was with a lot of rust. It was not good at all, so I decided to make another two of them, new two wire connections, reconnections, so and try to stabilize the system, because during this reflow the system came back to life, started to show graphics again, but it was crashing once again, like when I started the video. It was playing for a while and crashing, so I decided to try this as the first wire fixed the crashing part. So I decided to try that too here. But in the middle of the recap process, another issue started to show up from nowhere. It was the Yamaha sound chip, which was not playing the PCM sounds properly. It would play it really distorted and sometimes would not play them at all, and it was really strange. I thought that the Yamaha was dying too, but thankfully it was not the case. And as stranger as it can sound, what really helped to fix the sound issues were not replacing the capacitors, but a good clean that I gave to the board with isopropyl alcohol and touch brush. So I scrubbed it really hard and brushed all the board, all the IC leads and on the underside of the board, and that seemed to fix the problem. After that, the sound came back, went back to normal, to usual sound with no issue at all. So yeah, sometimes I guess a good clean can fix your board without need to repair or replace any component. But as I was already replacing all the caps, I didn't stop, so I replaced all those here and all those around here, and even this one, which is not needed. If I want to do a region mode, I will have to replace it, but I replaced it anyway to see if it could fix the issues that I was facing. But now there are only 6 caps left to replace. Those are the 6 caps. But I don't know if I'm going to replace them, because the only ones I could find, they're exact the same nanofarad and voltage, are those really micro capacitors. They are the same specs as the ones here, but they're so much smaller than them, so I don't know if it's gonna affect the audio, because they are all audio related caps. So let's see. But before replacing those caps and deciding if I'm going to replace those caps, I would like to show you another issue that I'm still facing with the board. So the other issue which I'm facing is with this connector. If you remember on the first video, I really messed it up with the pads when I soldered this connector. And now I'm facing bad contact with a few lines. The red one is already patched and it's okay, there's no problem with the red one. The blue one is also already with a wire, but I guess it's not that properly soldered, so I'll have to desolder and do it again, because it's showing some bad contacts while I'm playing. Sometimes it gets yellow, sometimes it gets blue out of nowhere, so it's not perfect. And also I'll have to patch the green line, because it's also sometimes it's showing some bad contact, and out of nowhere it starts to show some magenta on screen. So yeah, so next steps, try to fix this output issue and then finish the caps. But before soldering this, resoldering the blue line, I guess the best I can do is to try to find the green line and fix the magenta, because I don't know how the wires are going to be placed around here, so best to find the magenta one first and then go to resolder the blue one. So here in this old iPad I have the schematics of this, the CXA1145 Sony video encoder output. So I'll have to find the RGB lines, out lines, which are here, and I'll have to find the lines on the board where I can solder the green. The green one was the 22. I can solder a wire directly to the connector. So yeah, let's try to find the 22 and where I can solder the wire. Okay, so the 22 leg of the IC connects here. Yeah, on this, yeah, you can see here. Let's see if we can show you it this way. Connects here. Yeah. So I'll have to solder wire from this pad here on the black pan to the other pin on the connector. I guess that's it for now on this board. I decided that I'm not changing those capacitors right now. I may change it later, because the ones I have I don't think are good enough for the audio. So if I get the good for audio capacitors, I will replace them, but not now. And yeah. One last thing I would like to show you regarding this console is that it didn't have this expansion port cover. It came without one. So I happen to have a 3D printer now on the office I work for. So I printed this cover. It does fit great. I just have to file a little bit because it has this bad finishing of the printer. It's the same printer as the Retro Man Cave showed in a few episodes. I don't remember the name exactly, but it's a Chinese really affordable printer. And I just tried to print, and now it has its cover expansion back. So yeah, if I want to, yeah, it does fit nicely. I just have to paint it black sometime later. Okay, let's test if the fixes work it and the console is working fine again. Let's see. Let's test a few games. Okay, let's start with the brand new game which is sold digitally and also on cartridge. It's a Brazilian game. It's called Devil Will 2. It's a platformer, really well made one, and really worth the price if you want to get the cartridge. And if you can't, at least check it out the digital version. I really recommend that. Oh, I died. But it's a really well-made game. Really recommend that. If you can pick it up, I really recommend that. I also would like to show you, check out this new game. It's an Argentinian game which is not released yet. They just have the demo. If you want to check it out, I also recommend that. Let's try to play a little bit. Look at it. Nice graphics. Yeah, it really plays and sounds really good. It's really responsive. The gameplay seems really tight. Yeah. So I guess that's it for now for this console. It's working fine. It's my main console. I've been using it a lot and it's working great. It still has an issue that the reset button is not working properly. Sometimes you have to press really hard for it to work, but I will not try to fix it right now as I don't have a replacement and I don't want to open this console again for a while. So I guess that's it for now. For today's video, I'll have other videos coming for other issues or other consoles. Thanks for watching. Thumbs up if you liked the video, thumbs down if you didn't, and subscribe to the channel for the next videos. Thanks once again. See you next time. Bye bye.